What's up, guys? This is me, Jeff Gustafson, coming at you again with episode 5. I don't know why I did that. 5 of the Raw Training Files. Joining me again today, Jeff Hain. We're going to dive right into it, kind of like we normally do. We don't really do a lot of BS chit-chat, but we're going to talk about the importance of just, this is my verbiage, Jeff's going to get a lot more into it and technical, but just doing. The importance of just getting work done and not being a procrastinator and not putting it off. Just do. Just do. All right, let's get into it. Already 5 episodes. That's crazy. Dude, it is. I'm pumped. I can't.
5 of hopefully many.
I'm going to eat today, guys. You know, trainers, got to get games, got to work out soon, so I'm going to eat while we do this.
So today I wanted to talk about the importance of maintaining your strength and muscle and why that is important, because you probably hear that and you think, oh, that sounds stupid, but there are going to be some cases where maintaining your muscle and strength is going to come up clutch. So for example, so you have time in your life, you know, where obviously you build muscle, you build strength, that takes time, right? There's no denying that. You can't just do that by not working hard. So let's say you go hard for 6 months to a year and something comes up and you gotta take some time away from the gym, right? You know, you're not gonna be able to go to the gym 4, 5, 6 times a week. You know, a lot of people, and I see this with clients all the time, once they do that, they go straight into, oh, well, you know what, I just gotta take a break. You know, I'm just gonna take a couple months off, 2, 3, 4 months, and then I'll come back. And I just think that is a just huge mistake, because something that we're gonna go over is it takes very, very little to maintain your muscle and strength. So that's kind of what I wanted to hit on. So I'm reading an article here from Mike Matthews, and basically he brought up a study. So they had three different groups, and so one group they did no exercise at all. Another group, they did one weightlifting workout per week that consisted of 9 sets, and then they did another one where they worked out once per week, and that workout consisted of only 3 total sets. Okay, so these are sets, and I'm assuming these are going to be like hard sets, like you're actually exerting yourself. You know, you're just not going to be
set.
Yeah. So they're going to be good sets. All right. So over the course of the 8-month study, group 1, who did no exercise, they lost muscle. Okay, but that's because they didn't lift. But groups 2 and 3 were able to maintain most of the muscle they had gained in the first part of the study, and they even increased their strength.
Okay.
So basically, you know, kind of what he talks about is not only can you maintain muscle and strength only training 1 to 2 times per week, but you can actually, you know, make gains. So let me go over. Let me redo that real quick. All right. So there was those 3 groups. They lifted 3 times per week. Okay. Sorry. Let me rephrase this. So there was those 3 groups. Each of those 3 groups did they worked out 3 times per week, 9 sets per workout for 5 months. And then they did no exercise, and then one group did one weightlifting workout per week, and then one did 1 workout per week for 3 sets. So that's important to note, because then over those 8 months, group 1 lost that muscle that they gained in those 5 months. Groups 2 and 3 maintained most of their muscle that they had gained in the first 5 months, and they even increased in the following 8 months. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So one group only did 3 sets a week, and they maintained their muscle. Okay, so just
3
think about
sets
that.
per muscle group, or just, I'm assuming like 3 sets per muscle.
It just says 3 total sets.
Okay. Wow. Impressive.
So basically, you know, it just goes to show that you don't really have to do as much. So for example, if you're training for 6 months to you know, say you're training consistently for 6 months, you build some strength, you build muscle, and something comes up in your life where you're just like, dude, I gotta take it easy right now. You can get away with very little amount of training to maintain that. And so why is that important? Well, let's say, for example, that you only can train, you know, your time is limited, and you can only train once, twice per week, and you maintain your muscle during that time, and then you want to ramp it up again. You don't have to waste a couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks to get back to where you were. You can just go right away, right? So that's where that's going to be, you know, why that's so important. So
Yeah, I mean, you just got to do it. I mean, I get it. I've gone through many periods. I wouldn't say many. I've gone through a lot of periods in my life already. Not even that old yet, where like I just don't have the time, the energy, or the mental, fortitude to really get after it. So I mean, I've taken time off, and I've seen the repercussions of it. And I've also gone through periods where I just do way more minimal workouts, and I definitely notice a difference. So it doesn't matter what it is, injury, sick, shit hits the fan, just do something.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Just do something. Don't just give up. Don't take a break. Like, that's silly. I mean, you don't tell work, like, things are hard right now. You don't go to your boss like, hey man, I gotta take 3 months off. Or I gotta take a couple months off of work. I'm just too stressed out. You think you're gonna have a job when you go back? No. Granted, the job is typically higher in the priority level for most people because that's what pays for your food, housing, takes care of your family, stuff like that. So I get that. But I mean, anything in life, school. You're not gonna go to your teacher or university and just be like, hey, I gotta take a few months off. Like, you're probably gonna fail those classes.
Yeah.
There's consequences. It's just easy to throw the fitness part off because the consequence, it's just going to affect you, right? You're either going to get slower, weaker, you're going to gain fat mass, lose lean mass, whatever it is. It doesn't seem as dire, but I mean, look at it long term. You have to look further out. It's hard to do sometimes because we want instant satisfaction so much, but dude, compounded over 30 years of your life, taking time off, or going hard for 6 months and then taking 6 months off, like, you're gonna be lagging behind.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel like crap when you're older too, I feel like.
And I just think this is cool because it just goes to show that you don't have to put in as much time as you think to maintain, and there's going to be times in your life where, you have a kid or somebody gets sick or, you get a new job or something, and you're going to have to cut back on your time. And I think people's first instinct when that happens is to just completely
cut fitness, cut
it out, forget about it, and that's just a huge mistake, especially, showing this that these people maintain their strength on just 3 sets in a week. I mean, that's pretty crazy. It doesn't say per body part. I would say though, obviously we can all get in more than 3 sets. I would say probably do a little more. I would caution more on the 9 total sets a week than 3, but just know that you can possibly get away with just doing as little as 3 sets.
Dude, that's huge to know. And it's like,
I mean, that's what, 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes a week, if that.
Yeah, barely. It's like, don't have the all or nothing mentality. Just do it, right? 20 minutes better than 0 minutes, right? You made a post about this earlier on your Insta. So you don't have 200 minutes a week to work out, do 100. Don't have 100, do 50. Don't have 50, do 25. It's still better than 0, right? It doesn't have to be 100% all the time. It just doesn't. You just have to get going. Like, it's never going to be the perfect time. It's never going to be like convenient. You're never going to have enough money, and you're never going to have blah, 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 blah. You just got to do it. You just have to start, right? I sure as shit wasn't ready to start doing videos and podcasts. I'm no expert, right? I'm recording all this crap off of my phone, for crying out loud. Well, you just got to do it, right? It's the only way to move forward. So, with fitness, you just got to move forward.
I think one thing too that you don't think about with the maintaining aspect of it is the momentum that you. Because I go over this with clients all the time. I always say, like, you just got to keep that momentum rolling, right? And it's one of those things where even if it is once or twice a week, I know it seems like, oh, well, I just want to be giving it my all. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. Well, come find out you're not wasting your time. And also, when you're taking that time off, you're losing that momentum, which is also going to make it harder to get back into it. So it's like just one of those things. It's the longer you take off, the bigger the uphill battle is to get back into it. And some people can do that, but I don't know about you. I want things to be as easy as possible to get them rolling again. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So that's another thing too. It's a momentum aspect that this doesn't even tell you that, but the mental side of it, the momentum of continuing something is going to be huge.
Yeah. And it's funny, like, I know an argument against that is going to be like, you only, like, so I've heard people say, like, you only have so much brain power to dedicate to, like, discipline, right? And being disciplined and stuff. So, working out, even if it is only for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a week, you still got to stay disciplined with it to do it, right? So, well, like let's say you have a lot of other stuff going on in life, like you're starting a business, you have 3 kids you got to take care of, going through a divorce, whatever it might be, and it's like your mental power goes to those other things, and so that's why working out suffers or fitness suffers. But I disagree. I feel like the more you stick with it and the more you do, just like building momentum, the easier it is to stay disciplined with it. It's when you stop doing it, dude, it's hard to get back into it sometimes. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, when a client tells me, hey, I'm going to take, when they say they're going to take a couple weeks off or something, I don't want to be like, no, you can't, but I try to stress the importance of keeping that momentum rolling, just because it is, I tell them, hey, it's going to be much tougher. Once you skip a week or 2 weeks, it's going to be much tougher to get that rolling again, and I just think it's important. And two, like, once again, to go back to the study, like 3 to 9 sets a week, like we talked about, that's not a lot of time. If you don't have the time to do that, I mean, you simply just don't want to do it. Then at that point, you know what I mean? You just, at that point, I hate to say it, but you just are not. You're just making excuses at that point to not get anything done.
And it doesn't have to be either. Like, let's say can't afford a gym membership now. Something really bad has happened. You don't need one. Go outside, do some body weight squats, do jump squats, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, like do some sprinting. If you have a place where you can do some pull-ups, like you don't go to a playground if you don't have a place to dress. There's playgrounds everywhere. Like, and do something to stimulate the muscle. Like, just do something. Don't just give up, right? Don't say, oh, I can't afford a gym. No gym is convenient. Why try? Like, that's silly. There's always something you can do.
Especially if you put in the time before that, all that hard work you put in too. You definitely don't want to put in all that work for, for example, in this situation, 6 months or whatever it may be. You don't want to put in that time and then see all that go to waste just because you can't, you don't want to not go hard for the next couple of weeks or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I mean, your body, you only get one place to live. You have one body for your entire life. Don't put it on the back burner. I know it's easy to do it, right? But it's like, oh, let's always get to it later. And then 30 years goes by, and you haven't gotten to it yet. Don't put it on the back burner. You get one place to live. You don't get a do-over. There's no redos, right? It's just a fact. So don't give up on it.
One thing I'll say on real quick too is to actually give people, maybe a workout that they could do. Like what would a workout actually look like?
Yeah,
and
okay.
so I think, let's say for example, you only got 2 days a week to work out. Each time you only have 30, 45 minutes to work out. All right, what are you going to do? What would I recommend to someone? I would say stick to things like your basic movement pattern. So do some type of squat, okay? Heavy, squats, some type of pushing, so either like a bench or a strict press or something like that, overhead press. You can do chin-ups, do assisted chin-ups, maybe some lat pull-downs. And then, some type of deadlift, whether it be like a Romanian deadlift, regular deadlift, stiff leg deadlift, something like that. Basically, you want to hit, if you are limited on time, you want to hit those exercises that are going to hit multiple muscles. So kind of like the compound exercises that we talked about. I don't know if you have any other ones that you would throw in.
I mean, I think that's probably the main ones I would choose too. But I also, I'd say don't feel like you have to stick to like just using a barbell. Like any variation of that motion, right? Dumbbells, body weight, cables, machines. Just do something to make those muscles move. Period. All right. You're not comfortable deadlifting on your own? Cool. Find something that's gonna work those same muscle groups. Right. Not comfortable benching on your own? Cool. Do a chest press. Right. On the machine. Yeah. Do a cable. You don't have to do a bench press.
Yeah. You don't have to do barbell. That's a good point. You definitely don't have to do barbell all the time either. So
starting to run short on time. Anything you want to add before we close?
Nope. Just if you do run into time when you're not gonna be able to give as much effort into the gym, find 30 to 45 minutes a week twice a week to get in, 3, 9, 12 sets, whatever it may be.
Yeah, but make time. Don't put, I think my biggest takeaways today is like, don't put yourself on the back burner. You can't do it, right? You take a week off from lifting weights, no big deal. But don't let that week turn into 2, 3, 4, a year, right? So don't put yourself on the back burner. and just find some time, 20, 30 minutes a week. Boom, you're golden. Okay? So, anything else? Good?
That's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think that hit the nail right on the head, for myself, for a lot of people out there. So, cool. Thanks for watching today, guys. If you like what you saw or heard, drop us a comment below. Let us know what you think. Join the conversation with us. If you want to see some more awesome content by my partner, Jeff, go ahead and follow him on Instagram right here. You can follow me on Instagram right there. Follow us at Freedom Fitness Anytime, which can be found right there as well. Until next time, peace out.